Hi, my name is Sarah. This report is to draw attention to the impact of plastic debris on bluefin tuna and the ecosystem. Anthropogenic pollution is a major global problem. It is estimated that by 2050 there will be more plastic than fish in the oceans. This is a concerning statement. Not only does plastic affect the marine habitat by reducing the water capacity and the water quality, but it also has a detrimental effect on their physical health, such as choking, bloating, disease and poisoning. Boyan Slat, the founder and CEO of the Ocean Cleanup, believes that microplastics are the most harmful and are the hardest to clean up. Most plastics are not biodegradable, which means that they take many years to break down and fragment into smaller pieces, known as macro, meso, and microplastics. Bluefin tuna from Tasmania were found to have small plastic particles contained in their stomachs, which is believed to have been ingested whilst feeding on smaller fish that contain plastic particles. A search on Curtin University Library database and Google Scholar was performed using keywords from the topic question. Keywords included bluefin tuna, plastic debris, pollution, impact, oceans and ecosystems. Whilst the results were interesting and informative, they needed to be more specific to the research question. A Boolean search was carried out using a combination of related words, for example, bluefin tuna and plastic debris. The results were more relevant and were within the last 4 to 5 years. According to the United Nations and European framework, nearly 50% of plastics that are being produced are hazardous and can have harmful effects on bluefin tuna. The chemicals in the water are absorbed and ingested by fish, introducing the chemicals to the food chain. Some of the chemicals that are present may compromise the endocrine system, which affects the overall fitness of the tuna and could have implications on the reproductive system. Plastic particles can cause blockages and cause obstructions in the digestive tracts, which fills up the stomach, so less natural foods are consumed. This can lead to a lack of nutrients being absorbed, affecting the health of the tuna. Bluefin tuna is a predator hunter that will chase its prey into the shallower waters, which is where the primary ingestion of plastic occurs. Larger fragmented plastics enter the tuna at the same time as the smaller fish during feeding. Romeo et al. Suggests that secondary ingestion of plastic occurs through the prey previously consuming smaller plastic particles. Plastic pollution has been highlighted in many articles, journals and newspaper reports, identifying that recycling and the production of plastics need to be addressed on a global scale if any decline in the plastic pollution problem is going to happen. There are many strategies in place around the world to help reduce plastic waste, as well as organisations that are proactive in their efforts to combat the impact that plastics have on the marine environment. Whilst these types of organisations use emotive advertisement and commercials to promote what they do and achieve, it does not make their work less effective. Although there are some evidence that plastic particles are being consumed by bluefin tuna and the effects that plastic has on the marine food chain, more research is needed to identify the long-term impact that plastic pollution will have on the bluefin tuna and the ecosystem. As plastic pollution is a real-world problem that is and will continue to be an issue if nothing changes, it would be a realistic inquiry topic for children in Year 4 to investigate. It links the science strands in the Australian curriculum, exploring science understanding, science as a human endeavour, and develops scientific inquiry skills. It also relates to the cross-curriculum priority of sustainability, where systems, worldviews and futures are used to organise ideas.